it seem like there was more energy at the start of practice today? Is that just a product of the bye week?
I guess. I mean, it seemed like it's how it's supposed to be today, though. I thought, like I said, thought today was a good practice, one of our better ones we've had in a while, I thought. So I was kind of excited about that. Thought the kids did a good job coming out there being focused, ready to go.
What were your takeaways from the bye week? What did you do and what did you assess?
We got 2 pretty good practices in with these guys, and then really 3. And then most of us got out on the road and went recruiting, so which was first time for us in probably 2 years, So it's kind of, I guess, bittersweet a little bit, But so yeah, that was good. Get out and travel a little bit and get in high schools and try to go out there and find some kids,
What's your message on the road?
Yeah, just how great this place is. I mean, it really is. I mean, it's a special place, and you go in there and try to sell that message, and that's kind of what we do right now.
What do you evaluate from this Notre Dame team?
They're good. They're a very good team. I think they're physical up front. They're big. There's a good chance they're probably the biggest interior guys that we've played. I think they're very solid front 7. Play really hard, really well coached up front. So we got to come out and play really well to give ourselves a chance to win this game.
Does it change what you do when they're bigger interiorly?
No, I mean, we just got to do what we do better, play harder, I mean, I don't really believe in changing who you are and your DNA and everything like that. So it's just one of those things that we got to go out there and play the best of our abilities, make sure we're communicating, blocking the right guys the right way and just training to finish, and we'll be all right.
You noted the inconsistency from the redshirt freshman tackles. What are you expecting from them this week, and what have you seen?
If history repeats itself, they should have a good game this week, so it's kind of been every other one. But those kids are working hard. Like I said, it's one of those things that, they're freshmen, but they're getting better every week, and they're going to be really, really good players. And like I said, you see flashes in every game, like, man, that's what they're going to be. And so, like I said, they're going to go out there and give you, the max effort, and like I said, you can live with that.
Last week you said Jonah was one of the smartest players you've coached. Why is that?
He just gets it. Football makes sense to him. Some kids you can coach over and over and over and walk through and everything, and just don't stick with it. He's got incredible focus. He can retain a large amount of information, but football just makes sense to him. Just the intricacies and the ins and outs of it, it just comes easy to him, makes sense, and he gets it. And so I've been really impressed. Like I said, I hadn't seen many kids that were as far advanced as he is, especially at his age.
As a coach, have you ever coached in South Bend?
I've never been there. No,
okay.
I don't think I've ever been in Indiana in my life. I've been to Chicago once, but that's it. So.
Okay, what are you expecting for Saturday then?
Gosh, I know it's a pretty big deal. I mean, there's a lot of Catholics where I come from. My mom was Catholic, and she always kind of loved Notre Dame a little bit. So it's kind of a big deal to go get an opportunity to play there. So it'll be definitely one of those bucket list places.
Yeah, and as a relatively new Trojan, have you learned what this rivalry means?
Yeah, kind of. You hear it. I mean. Growing up around football, you knew. I mean, this was a game that everybody watched. Even growing up in Texas, you watched this game, So I understand the rivalry, and then obviously getting here, you just understand how big a deal it is, with the kids and the university.
Mm-hmm. We heard that Dante was showing clips of Competition Tuesday from the Carroll era. What's that been like with the team?
What'd you say?
What's that been like with the team? How was the response?
It was the first day. It was pretty cool.
Really?
I mean, it was good to get out there and see those guys. I mean, like I said, those are the teams I grew up watching, and those are great, phenomenal players. And anytime you get a chance to see Reggie Bush practice, it goes back to everybody you always talk to. The true great ones. They have unbelievable practice habits, and you sit there and you hear all the stories about how great these guys were, but then you hear all the stories of how hard they work as well. And then when you actually see it, it's obviously pretty cool to see.
How do you transfer that to practice here?
I mean, it's just one of those things. If it's good enough for those guys, it's good enough for anybody out here.
Mm-hmm. We've heard the term finish a lot, and you've said it as well. How do you get that into the mindset of the players? Yeah,
I think it's one of those things that, from my standpoint, I didn't do a very good job as far. I thought, when you're in spring ball, at fall camp, and you're going against the ones every day, I mean, you're straining everything you can to finish and make those plays. And then you go against the scouts. I thought we had incredible scout looks early in the season. And then through attrition, it's kind of, this body, that body, this kid. Sometimes we had a coach out there one day, And so just getting them to, not fit those looks up, to still strain it and practice the techniques and everything they did to earn those jobs that they got. I think that's something we got to do. And I think we cleaned that up starting today. I said it kind of creeped in last 2 weeks. And like I said, I think it affected us in the last game, and I thought it was a much better picture today of what we saw out there on the field.
Yeah, how do you fix that, though?
Well, like I said, you just, with what we did with the jog through, we jog through, so now it's not only just us getting a good look at what we're going to see, but you're also getting the scout team a good look at how they need to play it, you know. So they're kind of getting a walk through as far as what they're supposed to do as well, as opposed to, hey, you need to go play this defense like that, you know. And so I think that helps a lot. And then so, like I said, by the time you hit the full speed reps, I mean, you know, everybody should know what they're doing at that point.
As an offensive line coach, what would success look like for you on Saturday?
Win. You know, biggest thing is, you know, go out there and do our jobs at a high level and give our team an opportunity to win the game.